All right, listen up because this is absolutely massive. We just got confirmation that SURE states are rolling out the ZEERD biggest Social Security increases we've seen in over. And if you're receiving SSA, SSI, or SSDI benefits, this could mean hundreds of extra dollars in your pocket every single month. I'm talking real money that could change your day. So stay with me because I'm breaking down exactly which states are doing this, why it's happening right now, and most importantly, whether you qualify and how to claim it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tony from Retirees Benefits, and I help everyday Americans navigate the confusing world of Social Security benefits, retirement planning, and financial security. I've been covering Social Security updates for years, working with thousands of people who rely on these benefits to survive and thrive. Today, we're talking about something that's going to affect millions of people across the country. This isn't just another update. This is potentially life-changing. So let's dive right in and make sure you understand everything you need to know. Now, here's what's happening and why everyone is talking about it. According to recent announcements from multiple state government Social Security Administration updates, SURE states have confirmed they're implementing additional state-level supplements on top of the federal COLA adjustment for arts handling or SURE. We're talking about states like California, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, and Michigan. The headlines are coming in hot right now. Are saying things like historic state supplements could add up to $1. CPI-E Monthly and SURE states step up where federal government falls short. Major news outlets, financial publications, and advocacy groups are all covering this story because it's that significant. And honestly, it's about time. Because while the federal COLA increase for artsing or SURE was around Bifinger Ardent Woof, these states realized that is just not cutting it with the way prices are still climbing in grocery stores, at gas stations, and especially with rent and housing costs. It represents the largest coordinated state-level effort to boost Social Security payments that we've seen since the recession era. And what makes this even more important is that it's happening right now in Pinite, Artening Arsur, when people are still recovering from years of high inflation and economic uncertainty. So let me ask you this. Do you think these state supplements are enough, or should every state in the country be doing this? Be a federal mandate instead of leaving it up to individual states? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I really want to hear from you. Are you in one of these SURE states? Are you frustrated that your state isn't on this list? Let us know what you're thinking and what your experience has been with making ends meet on Social Security. All right, so here's what's actually happening and why this matters so much to your bottom line. The federal government sets a baseline COLA that's cost of living adjustment every year based on Deitner inflation measurements for arts handling SURE. That increase was modest at around Bifinger Ardent Woof, but certain states have decided to add their own money on top of that federal amount to help residents who rely on Social Security actually keep up with their bills and maintain a decent quality of life. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone automatically, and that's a really important point. It has different eligibility requirements, different application processes, and different payment structures. Some are targeting SSI recipients specifically. Those are people who get Supplemental Security Income because they have limited income and resources. Other states are expanding it to include SSDI recipients. That's Social Security disability insurance for people who've worked and paid into the system. And some states are even including standard Social Security retirement beneficiaries in certain categories. The amounts vary significantly too. For example, is adding around $1 extra per month depending on your living situation and your specific county. New York is rolling out tiered increases based on county cost of living, recognizing that living in Manhattan is very different from living in rural areas. Pennsylvania is focusing particularly on seniors over titty serve. New Jersey is implementing a sliding scale based on total income. It is doing it a little differently, but the goal is the same. help people afford rent, groceries, medications, and utilities without having to choose between them. What's really important to understand is that these supplements are in addition to your regular Social Security payment. So if you're currently receiving, let's say, Eat-10 Wee Bite a month in Social Security and your state adds a SEMBody supplement, you're now looking at Eat-10 Bat Bite a month. That extra SEMBody can be the difference between struggling and managing, between skipping meals and eating properly, between affording your prescriptions and going without. Now, of course, not everyone's the right move. And I think it's important we look at both sides of this debate. On one side, advocates and seniors' rights groups are saying this is an absolute lifeline. They argue that social systems have been squeezed for years by economic forces beyond their control. Rent is up significantly in most areas. Groceries cost more. Healthcare costs are skyrocketing, especially for prescription medications that people depend on to stay alive. And a Bifincher Ardent Woo federal COLA just doesn't match reality for most people living on fixed incomes. These state supplements are bridging that gap and preventing vulnerable populations from falling into poverty. They also point out that Social Security is meant to be a poverty-level income. It was designed to help people maintain dignity and independence in retirement or during disability. When inflation outpaces COLA adjustments year after year, that promise gets broken. You see inflation being proposed and advocacy campaigns ramping up. Nothing is confirmed yet, but momentum is building, and I'll keep you updated as it becomes official, because these potential changes could mean even more money beyond what these states are already doing. All right, let's recap everything we covered today so you have complete clarity. States California, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Delaware, and Michigan, have confirmed they're rolling out the biggest state-level Social Security supplements we've seen in a decade. These supplements are on top of the federal COLA and could mean an extra Urbec2 CBIDE per month, depending on where you live. Ability varies by state. Some are targeting SSI recipients, others include SSDI and retirement beneficiaries. The debate is real. Some say it's a necessary lifeline, others worry about budget impacts. But either way, if you're in one of these states, you need to look into this. So here's my second question for you. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now with your Social Security benefits? Is it understanding the system? Is it making, and let me know in the comments, because your feedback helps me create content that actually serves you. All right, everyone. That's it for today's. Give you clarity on what's happening and what it means for you. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my Social Security, Medicare, and retirement planning. Coming up next, I'm going to break down the top 5 mistakes people make when filing for Social Security that cost them thousands of dollars. You're not going to want to miss that. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next Vibrant.